Hello everyone and welcome back to another one of my videos. First of all, happy Halloween to all you lovely people out there. Today, I will be creating 2 Halloween cards which can easily be mass produced and require minimum supplies. But before getting into creating some spooky cards, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my videos. I will leave a link down in the description box below for all the supplies that I have used in today's video. Let's begin our first card here. This is by far one of the easiest cards that I have made so far. You don't need any fancy die cutting machines or stamping tools for this card. All you need is some printer paper, googly eyes and some kind of ink in the shade of brown or something close to that. I'm using vintage photo distress ink for ink blending. You can go a shade lighter or darker depending on your liking. You will also need black card panel and a pre-folded A2 size card base. All you have to do here is randomly tear the printer paper into approximately 1 inch thick strips. The way I like to tear the sheet is, first begin tearing one side. You will notice the rough edges on the sheet. Now flip the paper and tear it on the opposite side to get the rough edges. You will see that both sides of the strip have the rough edge, which will give the strip a more natural, worn-out look. Repeat this process until you have enough strips to cover the entire card panel. Now that all our strips are ready, let's add a hint of the vintage photo distress ink on the edges. I'm using a blending brush and very lightly adding color on the rough edges of each strip. Adding color to the tone edges is a perfect way to create an antique and worn out look, which is a perfect way to create an ancient mummy look for Halloween. It's now time to assemble our card front. I'm using the craft glue stick from Simon's Stamp for this. You can use any liquid glue for adhering each strip onto the card panel. Here, I'm not very particular about how I'm placing the strip. The main idea is to create a very rough and natural mummy look. Once I cover the top part of the card base, I will place the googly eyes and then continue sticking the strips around the eyes, covering the entire card panel. I use some liquid glue to stick the eyes onto the panel. Now that I have stuck all the strips onto the card panel, I will flip it over and cut all the extra strips that are hanging out of the panel. I'm not going to waste the cutouts. I can either use these to cover some spaces on this card, or since I will be mass producing this card, I will hold on to the small strips for our next card. Just to intensify the color, I took my blending brush and went over all the edges for one last time using the same vintage photo distress ink. Let's assemble our panel onto a pre-folded A2 size card base. I'm using the same black cardstock that I used for my background panel to create my card base. I'm using a strong double-sided tape to adhere the panel onto the card base. You could add some foam tape to give it an extra dimension. I finished the card with a handwritten Halloween greeting. I blended the same vintage photo distress ink onto a white panel before writing the greeting. Again, here I was not very particular about getting the colors right, since I wanted a more rough and vintage look. Here's a look at the finished card. I paired it with a white envelope with Happy Halloween sentiment stamped on it. I used the same distress ink on the white envelope to match my card. Moving on to the second card for today. Here I will be using my die cutting machine along with some Halloween dies and a spooky embossing folder to create my card background. The first step here was to create an embossed background using the spiderweb embossing folder. I used a white cardstock and ran it through my die cutting machine. Before I go further with the die cuts, I will first add some color to the embossed background. I am using vintage photo distress ink to color up my background panel. Now that my background panel is ready, let's work on the die cuts. I am using a black cardstock to create the spider web border and to cut out the small bats. I stuck the spider web border and the small bat die cuts onto the embossed background using liquid glue and used some foam adhesive to stick the bigger bat. I stamped and cut out a Happy Halloween sentiment and stuck it onto the background using foam tape. Now that our front panel is all ready, let's flip the panel and cut out any extra spider web border off the edges of the panel. I used strong double-sided tape to adhere the panel onto a pre-folded A2 size black card base. Our cards are never complete without some sparkle. I'm using my Spectrum Noir glitter brush pen to add some shine and sparkle to the die cut pieces and on the sentiment strip. Here's a look at the finished cards. I paired it with a white envelope with the Happy Halloween sentiment stamped on it. I used the same distress ink on the envelope to match my card. Here's a look at both the cards I created today. These cards are very simple to create and can be easily mass-produced. Thanks so much for watching today's video. All the supplies can be found linked in the description box below. I will see you back here with another card project. Thanks again for joining me today. I would love for you to become a subscriber to my channel. And if you do subscribe, make sure to hit the bell icon so that you don't miss the next time I post a video. Here are a couple of other videos that you might be interested in watching. Thanks so much and have a great day. I hope you have a spooky Halloween.